thanks everyone for coming down tonight, and it's so great to see so many of you that I haven't seen for a long time. And it's just nice to be amongst people who really, amongst my people, we all love art and we love connecting and thinking about the imagination. And it's been even, this show I've been working on for many years, and as Joshua was just saying, we had to postpone it, which has actually been good because I've been able to produce a bit more, so there's a bit more for you to look at. And maybe I'll just quickly share a bit of my own journey if that might help you connect with some of these artworks a little more. So I grew up as a child walking through the bush with my friends, and we would use sticks that were swords and pine cones that were fireballs. We'd throw these fireballs at each other and dodge them, and we'd be walking, going on this journey through fields and around trees and defeating dragons and going to a little town, and there was the blacksmith, and we'd take the tents.
Tavern.
Yeah, the tavern, being different characters, and it was just this amazing imaginative world where there just seems to be a lot of possibilities. And so you can imagine how much of a big difference that it was after that, going to high school. And it was just maybe it was the particular high school I was at, but it was, this society was just so much more narrowing. It was how can we survive life? How can we avoid the pain of life? Let's talk, the questions became narrower. What car do you like? Is it a Holden or Ford? Okay,
Dymo.
How can I escape this? What's your favorite beer? What are we going to do on the weekend? How we're going to get to retirement, and creativity was not really valued in that environment. It was, and it was something which I continued to pursue, and I chose this path. But I felt a bit like an outsider. And so I've been painting for over 15 years now, and there was really a validation for me in 2019. I had this experience which is sounds a little kind of cliche. It's a bit funny and hard to talk about actually, but there was this full moon eclipse in midway through 2019, and I had this experience where my being was just I was becoming of things around me, and this kind of extended out and just was encompassing more and more things until it was the whole universe. And it was really scary experience, and kind of freak out experience, but also amazing, beautiful experience. And coming back to these paintings now, they're all really well. First of all, actually, that really showed me everything in my life seems suddenly I was thinking about all the parts of my life that the people I talked to, the conversations and the books I'd read, it just all seemed so meaningful. And at the same time, it seemed like such an illusion. It was just everything was a complete imagination. It seemed to be we were imagining. I seemed to be imagining my life, and this is really how I see the world now. Is our imagination is really the bedrock that we kind of exist within. And now coming back to these paintings, they're really back to that kind of feeling of moving through the landscape as that I felt as a child, and that really we all have as human beings. We all have bodies, and those bodies are always in relationship with the landscape. The landscape needs a body to experience it, and the body needs a landscape to be able to have the gravity to stand on the ground. And we all have a feeling when we look into a painting that has a sky and a ground, and we have just this feeling of this relationship to it. And so a lot of them are this feeling of this journey. So this painting is of an ancient Greek myth of Ulysses, where he's escaping from a giant, a one-eyed giant. He's managed to cleverly escape. And many of the paintings, they draw on different mythologies. there's a lot of like bubbling up like mountains and trees that I know, sorry, it's going a little longer than expected, but I'll keep pausing. I mean, even like monkey, the Chinese myth of monkey, and like the monkey springing forth from that egg that fully formed, like from that rock egg. And but anyway, like it really, this symbology is kind of like, it can be. I just want you to all experience paintings as whatever comes up for you, because even for me, the meanings of some of these paintings change. And more recently, like this painting for me has really become this war of the worlds between that world of the primary school, the feeling of like unlimited creativity, and also this other world of this narrowness. And so I would love you to just find your own symbology, and even more importantly than that, just the feeling that each painting brings up for you in your body. Like, what is the bodily feeling? Like, does this painting here, like, do you feel like an opening? Just like feel into your body, like, what's happening there? Or like, I know, I'd really love some of you to share with me if you feel like it, because that's just why I do this. And I'll shut up now. Yeah, just like, yeah, feel free to talk to me afterwards, or yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for coming.